It's hard to find fair pay, isn't it? Have you ever really tried to find out what you should be paid in the market? You may find a job title, but the responsibilities are different. You may enter your years of experience, but that number gets dwindled down. And then you add in the fact that everybody has different pay scales. We all live on different parts of the country. And you're trying to understand what's the thing most closely related to what I do. But yet people are saying, hey, you really need to do your market research to find out what the job pays. Well, here's one thing that you can do. And it's something that I think people really just don't speak a lot about. Once you go through, whether you're going to Salary Wizard, or Indeed, salary.com, or all the different major sites, really try to understand what's the scale. I want you to start with what's the base pay. Now, when you look at the base pay, what if you looked at the base pay and it's saying California, New York, Nebraska, whatever the case may be. You take that middle number and I want you to go put it in what's called cost of living calculator. Now, the cost of living calculator will then translate what that person makes in Oregon to what that person would make in your county. That's the median. So now you have a starting point. The next thing you have to realize is when you're looking at all the different salaries for that band, you also need to find out what's the average incentive. Are they getting 8%, 5%, 10%? That's a big multiplier to compare what are you getting. And for each percentage point also, say in Oregon, they're getting 8%, but your company is really only paying for 5%. Now you need to find a way to make up that difference because they're not going to change the incentive plan for you, but now you have discussion points on, hey, we've already validated that my skills and my experience, this is what I bring to the role. Now let's talk about all the different ways that we can kind of get to what is fair market value for the skills that I provide to you. Well, I know you guys aren't going to fix the incentive plan just for little old me. That would be absurd. But what you can do is say, okay, we're 2 or 3 percentage points off. The median is this. Now I need 3,000-4,000 to make up that gap. Or now I need stock options. Or now I need extra PTO. The thing about steering away from, or I like to tell people, steer away from the one-time bonus. That's something you would do when you're coming into the role. The reason why is because that one-time bonus is, guess what? One time. So I want you to look at other ways that, is there something that can be offset in your current role? Again, work from home, work flexible. Is there materials, or do you commute a lot? Can they offset gym membership or bus passes or even a car allowance? Whatever the case may be, to help get to what you're trying to do is get to that overall cost. Now, the other thing you have to consider is you don't know what the benefits plan cost is at that particular company. You can do a rough estimate, but the fact is that's where that number can have some ambiguity and you need to have some grace on your side. But overall, we're trying to get you to get what's the fair value and have a fruitful discussion. And if you take what's the fair value, no matter where it is in the country, and cost of living calculator down to what that amount is, if it's 50,000 in Oregon, what is that in your state? That will help you give a starting point to, hey, this is what I need to be making at this point.